Right. Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the mind of an Terry Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, I'm going to teach y'all how to do a full moon lunar eclipse ritual real quick. You know what I'm saying? So you can know how to bring these energies to you. AKA, this video is going to be about how to have a more direct access to the energies so you don't get met with resistance or trial and tribulations before you get what you actually want, due to the fact of you following miscellaneous ancestors or gods or whatever like that, AKA a middleman. So for the most part, you know, it always brings to you a little trial or tribulation or something like that before you actually get what you're trying to manifest. AKA, let's just say we in 3D right now, and for the most part, that's just like a middleman needing a fee. So you don't even necessarily want to give a fee. Otherwise, you wouldn't even need a middleman if you could go straight to the connect yourself. So for the most part, that's what this is all about. Now, what you're actually looking at right now is something that you probably need to start off, but I'm going to take you off on point by point step. And when you're doing rituals, it's important to know the alignments in the sky, because for the most part, that's how you know what energies is being received. And if you got a certain alignment within yourself, light rays may not be hitting you in the right angle for you to manifest, and you might lead yourself into getting blood in your hands or a form of trial or tribulation that ain't really for you. So for the most part, let's break this down. The reason why I got to start in the middle, because that's where you're going to be at. So look, this is the understanding, right? This is the understanding of the concept that if you're sitting Indian style, that's you sitting like a star, or if you're laying flat on the ground, then you're actually seeing the point of view of this being we live in, because you're standing upright with it, or you're letting your chakras go around you the same way we see the solar system, aka the chakras go around the belly and the sternum and shit of the being that we live in. So you have a more perspective of how to view things, aka just down here, it'll play out as you receiving more wisdom and knowledge within your experiences that's down here. So here's the thing, right? So you're going to start off with your point. Now here's the thing: you need intentional based manifestations. So when you're writing this down, because you always want to have some form of if you're doing a ritual, we always try to manifest, right? So let me break this down first. Before you start to try to manifest the physical things, you need to know intentional manifesting, and that's you correlating certain intents or certain feeling vibrations you can be in. And the longer that you're in these things, it starts to manifest and gravitationally pull people, places, and things and circumstances in your life to help you manifest whatever that you're trying to manifest. So keep that in mind also. So you want to do intentional based writing down when you're writing down your intentions. For an example, let me just make this as an example. Let's say you want $20, right? Instead of you saying, I want to manifest $20, you want to do an intentional based scripture. You want to write down certain ways of how it would feel for you to have that $20, and for the most part you want to write down, this is what I'm trying to feel like today. So you're not even writing down $20, you're writing down trying to explain an expression, and whatever that expression is, say this is how I'm trying to feel and vibrate that day. Now in the back, the intent, it might come other than $20 or whatever like that, but if it's an intent of you trying to manifest something, you need to make sure that you're in the right emotional space, intentional wise, for that to come. So when you write that down, that's what you're going to manifest: a person, place, or thing, circumstance, or situation to help you modify to get whatever you're trying to manifest. That might even be better than $20. So that's why we got to think big too. We can't be down here thinking small. Now here's the thing. So y'all already know how to, if y'all spiritual, y'all already know how to correlate that for yourselves. So for the most part, here's the thing. Now you have to, this is where it comes in, knowing where the planet's at, because you got to know how things is hitting you. So you start off with, I just put that there because that's where you can start off. You can start off with a rock or whatever, but the reason I put a star there is because this is your point where you're going to be in the middle of, you know what I'm saying, when you start to do these vibrational meditation and breathing and things of that nature for however long amount of time that you do it. Now, we know the sun is in Gemini, so that's just going to be the first point. You could do that right there. We know the sun is in Gemini. So since we know it's a full moon ritual, right? Since it's a full moon, we know the moon is a 180-degree angle from the sun, which brings us here. Boom. So that's the moon, a 180-degree angle from the sun. So right now we're getting ready to get into our daily 360. Now we get into some energies also of understanding how to be a mental magician, aka utilizing mental mathematics and things of that nature. So you can start to understand degrees, so you can know it, like understanding degrees in general. When you're playing out in your life, it plays out as you knowing how much degrees to put into something, or how much percentage to put into something or not put into something. And it'll just be a gift that you have, but really it's because you're somewhere by yourself practicing a mental geometry itself. And this is what this is about. You see what I'm saying? So we have to understand how to correlate what we're doing and how it manifests in our actual life, so we don't be like, oh, this shit ain't working, and then we still manifest some shit that ain't even in our favor because of the vibration that we're in, waiting on anticipations and shit like that. That's another video though. So boom, now that you know the moon is a 180-degree angle from the sun, you know the moon is in Gemini, so you already got that. Now you got to finish making out your magic square. You got to finish pointing out your Solomon temple. So for the most part, here's the thing. You right here, I already got it mapped out. We know Venus is in the sun, is in the same sign as the sun. So for the most part, boom, you put them right next to each other. You know Mercury is in Cancer, so that's going to be 30 degrees from the sun. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, boom, that's Cancer. I put a title there already, right? We know motherfucking Mars is in Pisces, so that's going to be a 90-degree angle from the sun, which causes a square. So you know, boom, that takes us to right here, Mars. That's a 90-degree angle from the sun. Mars, see what I'm saying? Mars is in Pisces, and then we have Jupiter in Capricorn. You see Jupiter in Capricorn, right 30 degrees from the moon. And we have Saturn in Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Get ready to go into Capricorn and things of that nature. So keep that. I mean, getting out of Capricorn and get ready to go where the Mars is at whenever Saturn get out of goddamn Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind also. Now, that's the 360, and so that's the the 7 planets. Now, some people add Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and these don't have to be circles either. You can draw any kind of object, or you could put crystals in the area where I'm drawing that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that help you represent the planet. You know what I'm saying? We know Pluto is in Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? And it's an outer planet. So if Jupiter is in Capricorn, right, we know Pluto is going to be outside of that, influencing it also, while this being in retrograde. You know what I'm saying? We know Neptune is in Pisces along with Mars, and we know Uranus is in Taurus, right? So it's a 30-degree away from Gemini, just on a higher spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you get that right. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get confused the way I wrote it. Now, here's the thing, right? What you're going to do is you're going to look at your alignment. Now, for an example, I'm an Aries, right? So if the sun is in Gemini, right, that means I'm 30 degrees away. I mean 60 degrees away, right? So keep that in mind. I'm 60 degrees away. So I will be facing right here, right? This is my designation point right here, because that's Pisces. Mars is in Pisces. So Aries, there's no planets in Aries right now except Chiron. So we could put Chiron right there, but you don't really got to do that. It's just a point of reference for me right now. You know what I'm saying? So boom, this is where I face. You might not have to face. Your sun might be in Gemini, so you will face this. You got to know how to. It's a 360 thing. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get it? Boom. And all over there, there's no planets in those signs. Then we get to, boom, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. Now this is my designated spot right here, because we know Mars is in Pisces. So my designated spot, when I'm sitting Indian style or laying flat on the ground, I always should be facing this way with my solar plexus, right? So now I know I'm getting hit by a 60-degree angle, even physically, when it comes to the sun. You see what I'm saying? I know that Mars is another side of me. You see what I'm saying? I know that Uranus is the other side of me, right? So I'm caught in between Mars and Uranus. So Aries right now, automatically that's a science. That's a mental mathematics that I could pull wisdom from. AKA, as all Aries right now, we may struggle with our passions being too rebellious. See what I'm saying? So as an Aries, I have to see another side to my uniqueness, because it's on the other side of me, Taurus, right? And see another side to my passion, so it don't entice too much anger, because that's on the other side of me. And that is a common. You see what I'm saying? You see how you already pulling in shit? Now, by you already knowing that, just drawing that out, you could be in a better vibration to help correlate your intentional manifestations, so you can manifest what you're trying to manifest way faster, because there's no emotional blockages there to prevent you from going down certain streets or talking to certain people or shaking certain people's hands that probably could have helped you manifest the material aspect. That's the intentional manifestation is behind. Do you get it? See what I'm saying? So and then once you know where all these planets is at, how I was just breaking it down, that's how you get here. you start to breathe, you start to sit down or you lay down, and then when you're meditating, right, I just broke down one of the examples of a mental mind state you would go through. See what I'm saying? And then by you having that substance of you obtaining wisdom, it goes out throughout your life in all things. When you just go out and experience things that don't even have anything to do with this, you'll have like a enlightened substance with you, where that's a substance in itself. So you are allowed to use that tool in all circumstances, aka have wisdom in all circumstances. So and be able to see things that you ain't see before. So for the most part, once you go through all that, and then you got your manuscript with you that you sitting on or in your pocket, and then you fulfilling some of these with crystals and gems too. You could do that also, fulfill some of these with crystals and gems and things of that nature. This is the concept of doing a moon ritual. Now, for the most part, you know how you're laying and how you sitting. You know how the moon angling you. For an example, going back to me, I'm going to go in the middle. If I'm Aries, I know a 120-degree angle is where the moon is at. Boom. So that 120-degree angles from that Aries circle to the moon. Y'all see that 120-degree angle right there? Boom. My sun sign Aries doing a 120-degree angle to the moon in Sagittarius. So me facing this way, boom, I know I'm getting harmonious energies that could come left field. Because if this to my left, right, you see, I just made that point for me. Everybody do this for ourselves. But I'm standing in the middle because we on Tia-Gamma Earth, right? And if my pointing reference, Aries sun sign, is doing a 120-degree angle to the moon, right? And then based upon the way I'm sitting, right, and that's from this perspective is on my left, then that let me know that a gift or a blessing or something in my favor come from left field. So I know today, today in the next 5 days, not to pay attention to things that I'm already familiar with or things that already made me feel like it's rightfully for me. I know to pay attention to things that may be left field or things that I wasn't paying attention to before that I may need to start paying attention to. It may be a gift in that curse or something like that. AKA, see, if I didn't know that before doing this, I'd be rejecting new things, new cars pulling up, new conversations, new people, stuff like that, due to the fact of it not feeling right. And based upon this being an alignment in the sky right now and me not doing that, right, I might pass up something that helped me manifest because I didn't do. Y'all getting it? I'm trying to break it down in so many other ways so you can take this and do it, add on for yourself, do all kind of shit for yourself and actually see how it works. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And then at the ending goal is just for you to manifest in things in your life a lot faster than you would have if you were going through an esoteric middleman or even a physical. Because a lot of time going through esoteric middlemen and women, we manifest physical middlemen and women down here in ways that we don't know. So we end up being in need or victim energy in some way, shape, or form. And once you understand how to access the energy for yourself and get it directly, and then you start to get into that aspect of understanding how, okay, we're all powerful spirits in some type of way. And there have been spirits that was down here doing this kind of shit before us. And a lot of us was these spirits down here doing this shit also. So, you know, you'll start to get into that nature and start to get a hold of taking your power back, understanding where your power is coming from and things of that nature. And then you'll get into real discussions and conversations with real ancestors and gods and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Or however anybody want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm just breaking down, you know, a moon ritual on this, you know what I'm saying? Just clearing all spectrum so you can have a understanding on what you're actually doing when you're in the middle of these kind of events. And you don't have to look at it like it's some type of scary or voodoo type shit. Because a lot of times they don't even be knowing what they're doing and shit like that. So, you know, because there's a lot of like stuff on the internet like Wicca and things of that nature where it might teach you rituals and aspects, but if you don't even know the alignments, you might do a ritual and you might put blood on your hands, aka manifest a situation that wasn't for you or get someone else hurt or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all out of care, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And I love y'all, you know what I'm saying, and make sure y'all spirits is uplifted, and make sure y'all manifesting the right things. Or be manifesting, I'm trying to cheat, or I hope this person get in an accident or something like that. No, don't be doing that kind of shit, y'all. Y'all chill out. I love y'all.